The new year has arrived, and it is usually around this time we would like to make promises to ourselves about the things we want to achieve in the next 12 months. And even though we might not always achieve our dreams, it doesn't really stop us from giving it our best shot, which is why in this video I want to share 3 principles on how to achieve your goals in the next 12 months. First principle is 20% effort over 80% effort. Around November of last year, I wanted to start learning a new architectural software. It's called Revit. And plenty of people are afraid of that software because it's very complicated and hard to learn. And I ended up procrastinating learning it until I came very close to a deadline to submit an assignment. Eventually, I decided to force myself and just learn the basics. And when I learned the basics, I realized that I didn't really need to learn the entire 100% of the software at a go. The 20% that I learned was enough to complete my assignment. And after I finished learning the 20%, I started learning more specific tutorials as I went on. For example, if I wanted to learn how to create a wall, then I'll watch a tutorial on that. The second principle is the highlight of your day. Back when I wanted to start learning realistic drawings, I was kind of having problems structuring the time for doing my practice session. And eventually, a week would go by and I wouldn't have even done a single thing for my practice. And this was making me very frustrated because I really wanted to get better. But when I started breaking down what it took to create a decent drawing, and I started planning a checklist like the night before, it's usually just a list that contains the list of things that I want to get done in the next day. And it's usually very specific and the list is very short. And I'll put drawing at the top of the list. I usually do it in the morning for like 2 hours because I feel that is when your creativity is at the most high. And I will call it the highlight of my day, which means that no matter what happens, if I can get myself to do that drawing, then the rest of my day will go well because I've done the most important task that I wanted to achieve, and that is really the concept behind the highlight of the day. The third principle is consistency, but consistency with a specific goal in mind. Now let's say you want to be able to write code. What most people will do is they'll go to YouTube and start typing Python training tutorials, and they will start learning them one by one, watching them. And they'll actually think that they are learning something. And they are just not in a very effective way. But scientific studies have shown that one of the effective ways of learning is learning with a project-based mindset. Now, what this means is that if you want to learn Python, don't just read textbooks. Say that you want to build a blog or a website, and then use that project to help you learn the thing that you want to learn. This will also put an end goal in mind. So let's say you want to build the website in the next 3 months. That will give you a deadline and it also force you to act faster. And this also works with the second principle, with the highlight of your day, because you can say that you want to code in 15 minutes a day and it will be the first thing you do in the morning or at night, whatever time that suits you. Anyway, those are the 3 principles. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then consider subscribing. My name is Abdul and I usually make these videos every 1 or 2 weeks. So if you are interested in it, consider subscribing and liking the video. Thank you. Bye bye. That was terrible.